to thank everybody in the audience for your questions. We got most of them, and I think the ones we didn't get were covered either in answers or other questions. But since our video is about to turn off, we're going to go ahead and have closing statements, and Karen Carter is going to go first, and then Braden. And we'd like to ask you not to leave, please, during this time. Thank you very much for coming. I'm going to go ahead and do this part now. It's very important to vote in the primary, and not just for county chair. This is the only time you'll get to vote on the county chair. But we should all vote for our Democratic candidates. And it's probably my own paranoia, but I just have, I'm afraid that the Republicans are going to run a big campaign for Wendy Davis's opponent. And, you know, if she becomes the if he becomes the primary winner, then we won't have Wendy as a candidate. So get out there and vote. Our candidates have literature on the front table with a lot more information about them than we've been able to cover here. So I hope you will pick that up. And I think the candidates are going to remain afterwards for a time in case you want to have a one-on-one question with them. But we do have to be out of this room shortly. So, once again, Karen Carter.
There are some there are differences between Braden and me, and one of them is that I have continuously been involved with the Williamson County Democratic Party since 2006. Braden has claimed that he has been involved with the party too. He has been involved with candidates. He was appointed to be a precinct chair in 2008, and he resigned in February of 2010. But when he resigned, he had already not attended any of the EC meetings between July of 2009 and February of 2010 when he finally resigned to let someone else come. He came to a party meeting in October of 2010 and said, "It's time for me to get back involved with the party. I want to be appointed precinct chair." Another person, Barbara Bob, was appointed in his stead, and he never came back until November of 2011 when he came to let us know that he was going to be running against me. I am committed to this party. I have worked hard for this party, and I am able to make this party continue to grow. The denigration about me being an academic is unfair. I've been involved in campaigns since 1968. I have worked with lots of political campaigns, ones that have to do with issues such as AIDS and how one gets health departments to handle the issue. This was early on with the AIDS crisis. And I have worked with candidates, and I have worked with students who have been working with candidates. I've worked with candidates since I've been here. But more important, I have figured out how, as the county chair, to coordinate all of the things that need to be coordinated. Being a county chair is not just being able to run a campaign. That's just a very isolated piece of it. And we need to make sure we have a county chair who has the experience of working with the Democratic Party, both county and state, to make sure that we keep our party on the track that we've been going into it. So I not only have the intellectual knowledge of the requirements of the Ethics Commission, the SOS, the Texas Democratic Party, and the legal statutes under which the state makes us work. But I have experiential knowledge, which affords me the expediency with which I am able to take quick steps to take care of our party business. I have operational experience with every committee in the Williamson County Democratic Party. I'm real familiar with the bylaws and many of those established within the Texas Democratic Party. I am committed to the ideals, to the goals, and the dreams of the Democratic Party, and to all of the people who share in them. In closing, I encourage you to join me in this journey. Join our working committees. Join our county events. Join us in engaging people to vote. Stick with me as the county chair of the Williamson County Democratic Party. Together, we can best support our county and statewide candidates.
Thanks, Karen. Braden Crane.
In closing, I want to thank you all for coming out today. I hope that you've been able to pay attention to how we've answered your questions, to how we've managed our time, to how we take care of sticking to the point. You know, 2014 is an important year for Texas Democrats. It's important because we've got great candidates at the top of the ticket, and we have great candidates running here in Williamson County. It's important because these candidates deserve a county chair who's ready, not just to work harder than ever, not to work the same plan as before, but who's ready to lead a team of Democrats, smarter, with bigger visions. We need to change the character of our party and not repeat the mistakes of 2012. I've been endorsed by the Deputy Director of the Texas Democratic Party, former Deputy Director Brian Pendleton. I've been endorsed by Stand With Texas women's groups. I've been endorsed by professionals, members of our party, stakeholders in the county, stakeholders in Democratic politics. They're not saying those things because we're friends. They're saying those things because they know that I have the vision, the experience, and the leadership to be able to execute these goals. You know, we need to change things here. We can't be squandering $8,000 in filing fees. That's not going to work. We need to stick to our core values. We need to stick to what makes us Democrats. And we need to build the energy and the enthusiasm of this party. We can't be squandering money. We can't be giving up hundreds of dollars on custom M&Ms for a fundraiser. That doesn't bring us forward. That's not a message. That's not how we do things. You know, funding our enemies, giving money to companies that actively are seeking to destroy us like Hobby Lobby is not where your donation should be going. We have to be true to our progressive principles. The Democrats of this county deserve it, and once we change those things, our donations will increase. People will want to support our cause because they'll see that we're truly ready to lead. You know, I'm not scared of public speaking. I've been educated, I've been experienced, and I'm humbly here standing before you asking for your vote. But I'm also proudly before you with my history of electing Patty Eason back to her city council seat here in Williamson County, with my record of getting Carl Wake elected to the Leander City Council, replacing a Republican, with my hard work for Jamie Lynn with moving Wilco forward with Deanna Maldonado, my work with the TDP, my work with Democratic activists and progressive organizations. Like Joe Bowen said, I've been doing the work that's important to Democrats, and I'm here to do the work that's important to you. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for taking this beautiful morning and coming out to spend it with us. I want to thank Karen for her time as well this morning, and thank Sun City for organizing this great forum. I'm Braden Frame, and I'm asking for your vote. Together, we'll win elections.
Thank you. I'd like to personally thank Braden Frame and Karen K. Carter, their campaign managers, Jessica Stemco and Terry Cook, for working with me on this. They graciously agreed to follow all my rules, which might have seemed a bit silly, but I think we did cram a lot into these 2 hours. So I think you're both excellent candidates for this position. And thank you, everyone, for coming.